Mansions are usually bought by the rich. They feel great freedom, and royal families used to live in them, and now, too, in principle. But what tragic reveals behind these large mansions? Today we have prepared for you the top 5 tragic stories of mansions. Enjoy watching. Hever Castle is not just a castle, but a place where history and legend, love and tragedy intertwine. Here was born the future Queen Elizabeth I, but within these walls played drama that changed the history of England. This story of love, betrayal and injustice, Anne Boleyn, young and beautiful, was the favorite of the royal court. Her beauty and refinement won the heart of King Henry VI, who refused to marry Catherine of Aragon and married Anne. It seemed that their happiness would be eternal. In the castle, she spent happy days with Henry. Here she gave birth to children, including the future Queen Elizabeth I. Here she dreamed of a quiet and happy life. But Henry VI, obsessed with the desire of a male heir, accused Anne of adultery and treason. In 1536 she was executed in the Tower. Anne Boleyn's death was a tragedy for all of England. She left behind a history of love, betrayal and injustice. Hever Castle witnessed this tragedy, preserving the echoes of the past in his walls. Today, Hever Castle is a place where you can see the luxurious interiors, immerse yourself in history and experience the tragedy of Anne Boleyn's love. But the presence of history, love and death can still be felt within its walls. Hever Castle reminds us that history is not static, and love and tragedy will always be intertwined in people as lives. Bates Motel. It is not just a television series that was filmed about this house. It is a place where reality and nightmare meet, where secrets lurk in the shadows and fear is in the air. This is a place that will make you feel cold in your back. And now we'll talk about the heroes of this story. Norman Bates, a young man with a dark past. He lived with his mother, who had a strong influence on him. Their relationship was difficult, and her death left an indelible wound in Norman's soul. He opened a motel to escape the world, but his past haunted him at every turn. The Bates Motel became his safe house, but also a dungeon. The Bates Motel witnessed some terrible crimes. Norman Bates, having failed to deal with his mental disorder, turned into a murderer. He as a hostage of his past, confusing reality with nightmare. Bates Motel has become a symbol of horror and madness. The Bates Motel still stands on the hill. Its walls hold the secrets and fears of the past. But even now, when the motel is empty, it reminds us that a nightmare can be hiding in the most unexpected place, and that in the most ordinary motel can hide a terrible mystery. Villa Jovis. This luxurious residence on the island of Capri was once a symbol of power and greatness of the Roman Emperor Tiberius, but its walls hold secrets that are still unsolved. The mysteries that give birth to the legends of ghosts and the tragic fate of the emperor. What secrets are there? We'll find out. Tiberius, the second emperor of Rome, was known for his cruelty and paranoia. He fled from Rome to take refuge on the island of Capri. Here he built a luxurious residence, Villa Jovis. He surrounded himself with lovers, slaves and courtiers, but he was never happy. His paranoia only increased, and he began to doubt even his own family. Tiberius died in Villa Jovis in 37 AD. His death was mysterious. Some historians believe that he was killed by his successor Claudius, who wanted to seize power. Others say that Tiberius died of illness or poisoning, but the truth of his death remains a mystery, and Villa Jovis has her ghost. Villa Jovis witnessed the tragic fate of the Roman emperor. Its walls are broken down, and they hold secrets that have not been revealed, and everyone who visits this place feels the presence of history, power and death. Los Feliz. Hollywood as stars. luxury and glitter, but in his shadow lie secrets that will keep you awake. One of them is related to this mansion known as Los Felons Murder House. There have been some terrible crimes here that are still unsolved. This mansion was built in the 1920s for the wealthy Jones family. They lived a luxurious life, hosted celebrities, organized lavish parties, but in the 1950s, there were terrible crimes at the mansion. The police never solved the murder. Two people were killed in it, and the body of one was found in a pool. There were many suspects, but none of them were convicted. This makes Los Angeles House of Murders one of the most mysterious places in Los Angeles. The mansion has remained in a neglected state, and its walls keep secrets that are still unsolved. Los Feliz Murder House still stands on the Hollywood Hills. It reminds us that even in the most luxurious places, terrible crimes can happen, and that the secrets of the past are not always easy to solve. This mansion remains a mystery and symbol of the dark secrets of Los Angeles. Minxiong's House of Ghosts. It is not just an old mansion in the middle of China. It is a place where life and death intertwine, where the ghosts of the past roam the corridors, and the spirits of the dead are not at rest. It is a place where every step echoes the curse. The Minxiong mansion was built over a century ago by a wealthy silk merchant named Minxiong. He lived in it with his family, living a luxurious life. But in the 1930s, tragedy struck the family. One family died after another, and their deaths were shrouded in mystery and fear. They say the mansion was cursed. Locals told stories about ghosts of murdered family members wandering around the Minxiong mansion. They say that at night you can hear their cries, screams, and whispers. The mansion became a symbol of fear and terror, and many were just afraid to pass by it. The house is still standing in the middle of China. Its walls hold the secrets and fears of the past, and people still talk about ghosts wandering through its corridors. This mansion remains a symbol of curse and fear in Chinese culture. What kind of story turned out to be sad? Write in the comments. In the meantime, we'll say goodbye. See you later.